some people will undoubtedly experience pretty intense loneliness, and I think really it's an opportunity to explore yourself deeper. When you go on a long distance through hike, you are stripped of society, all the things that distract us from ourselves, of society, smartphones, the internet, news, just like everything's breathing down our neck at all times. We're kind of not like physically and mentally wired to be living this way in society. But when you go out on a thru hike, all that gets stripped away from you, and that feeling of loneliness might just be because you've never been stripped of society like this, and you don't know how to process kind of what you're feeling and going through. And I think that feeling of loneliness that people experience is really just the initial phases of finding themselves. And to me, you should lean into that more and kind of explore it more.
So a lot of people, I think, anticipate loneliness, and I think people are very concerned about experiencing that on trail, and I think it really comes down to your type of personality. I'm an intense introvert, so I don't know that I've ever been lonely a day in my life because I'm very happy in my own company. We also are, from a very early age, identified by our relationships and the way other people view us, and we begin to adopt those as ourselves. And so you may only see yourselves through this lens of other people. And so when you spend a large amount of time on your own doing something you have never done before without other people defining you, it can be a very lost feeling because you don't no longer know how to define yourself, because you are no longer whatever your career is or something like that. You don't have these exterior definitions of yourself, and you have to redefine yourself. And I think that's why a lot of us, we like to adopt the name hiker trash. We're through hikers, we're hiker trash. We adopt this new community to give ourselves an identity because we've had to leave what we had behind. And I think that a lot of people group together on the trail. Even if you start solo, I think it's very easy to find other people on most of the long distance trails that are moving at the same pace as you, or that you get along with, that you have similar goals with, and you can hike with them and find community in that sense. So I don't think that you should fear being lonely on the trail, but I also don't think that you should do everything in your power to avoid being lonely either. I think it's good, even if you like to hike in community, to spend time hiking alone and have that opportunity to find your own personal identity for yourself and not through the lens of other people.